scoreless game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The Vikings at 1-3 here in the early part of the year.
They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Now McCarthy. That's complete to Chandler on the check down.
And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
Evan McPherson on for the field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 74 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
They'll look to throw here.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down marker at the Vikings 35. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down.
They'll run it. Warren.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. We're scoreless after 1.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
He's going to try and take off with it.
He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice game.
And I like that he knew that was about all So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find a way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And this one nearly intercepted. Oh, that's a ball he thinks he should have had. Instead, maybe a chance for the offense to get 3 out of it after all. 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Here's McCarthy.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
But Nick Bosa so quick on the outside, he gets in there to bring him down. 4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line.
So here are the Eagles to take over. They were winners a week ago over the Bears, and they lead things here as well as they start this drive with a 1st and 10. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 8.
Looking to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DeMarvion Overshown.
And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Caught by Turner.
He showed off the athletic juke, but it didn't buy him a whole lot of real estate. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's 2nd down.
At the Eagles' 39-yard line.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Ty Chandler,
his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
a nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. We'll get an injury stoppage, and it appears to be the wideout, Jahan Dotson. He's the one shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
This defense is really floating around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 57 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Joe Tryon-Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Back to throw here. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Joe Tryon.
That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and a mile. They'll drop to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
On the run, it's Warren.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Now he'll try to run with this.
And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up.
And that one not going to work at all. Boy, the defense all over it. And they blow that up behind the line.
So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Elliott is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him, and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Vikings ready to go again on offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive. and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
To the air with McCarthy. Turner is there for another one. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, number.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring it down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw. Got his man, it's Warren. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. He's got it at the 15. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dalton Kincaid, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is what, 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And the Vikings going to take over here one more time before the half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw here on first down. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Operating from the gun, McCarthy. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. And in the late stages of the first half, it's the Lions who are out in front. Trevor Lawrence with a couple of touchdown passes there. From there, we head down south to Tampa to check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium. And they've got the lead in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Chuba Hubbard with a touchdown run. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they trail the visiting Cowboys. Ladd McConkey, a touchdown reception. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Eagles offense and Rome Odunze set to take over once more. And you see the numbers for him into this third quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open throughout. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
First down, Eagles.
Here's one. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. He'll look to throw. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings offense and J.J. McCarthy getting ready to go back to work. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
The slot man in motion right. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Turner. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. That is caught. And he's able to get this round closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
The wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Throwing is McCarthy. That's complete to Turner. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And 3rd and 8 now.
That's the gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 8.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Sticking with the pass. Here's McCarthy. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Now a run with Warren. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Felix Anudike-Uzomah, the man to get home for the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
The Eagles send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Now McCarthy. They set up the screen to Chubb. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can understand their willingness to try and get upfield and get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the first down.
Operating from the gun. McCarthy getting this into the hands of Turner. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. Here's a 2nd and 8. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Chandler. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
The drive will start with an option going left. And it's out. He put it on the carpet.
When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
53 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
And this is exactly what you're looking to do offensively. If you can start stringing some runs together like this, you'll keep churning out first downs, and that's going to put you in a great position to carry this one home.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
He'll get that complete to Vele.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield. He had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays. Harder to move it.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
On play action, now McCarthy.
Over the middle, complete. It's Turner. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 7.
They go up the middle with Chubb.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here's McCarthy. Caught by Turner.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick.
And the Eagles will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Eagles offense back out onto the field.
Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent game.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. Not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still 3rd down.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. He's got his target. That's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
They'll run on 1st down. Warren. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. On 3rd down, it's Warren. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The kick by Elliott is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
And the football going back to the Vikings offense. And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far as we run through some of the mistakes. It's darn near impossible to win in this league when you're turning the ball over at the frequency that they have. This is 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
Finding Watkins. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Here now, 3rd down. To the air with McCarthy. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hopkins. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Looking to throw McCarthy. On the slant, DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. An important one here, no doubt. 3rd and 4. Now he'll escape to his left. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the way down to the 5. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Now 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Throwing again, McCarthy. Able to get away. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Third and goal, McCarthy. This is caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Kevin McPherson on for the field goal of 19-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now. It's 16-10. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The Eagles offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes. And he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for the Eagles, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.